What's up, everybody? I'm a little bit kind of awkwardly getting this late. What's up, Zigzag? We're starting a win, though. Just headed home early today from work? To work? Or work? Hope everybody's having a good Monday. I'm having a pretty good Monday myself. We're going to be doing some budget Rakdos burn today in Modern. So, if you guys saw the deck tech that I posted earlier this morning, I will go over it really quickly, just to kind of refresh everybody. But just going to kind of go through the cards. Not really explain much, but we have 4 Buff of the Night, 4 Lava Spike, 4 Lightning Bolts, 4 Monastery Swift Spear, 2 Shard Volley, then 4 Vexing Devils, 4 Hellspark Elemental, 4 Searing Blade, then 4 Rift Bolt, 3 Molten Rain, 3 Claim to Fame, and that is it for the main board here. As well as some Round Up Ruins, Dragon Skull Summons in there for the land base. And then on the sideboard here, we have 2 Harsh Mentor, 2 Skullcrack, 2 Smash Smith Smithereens, 2 Searing Blood, 3 Rakdos Charm, 2 Rampaging Froststun, and 2 Thunderous Wrath. This is coming to about 22 tickets on MTGO, and a little over $100 in Paper Magic if you wanted to play some Paper Magic. So, we're going to get right into it today, guys. Not going to waste any time. My name is Russian Vodka. What's up, T-Tuck? Normally I have the stream go up a little bit, like 5 minutes before 1 o'clock, but I accidentally uninstalled SNAS, which is the countdown timer I have, and I had to scramble to re-download that in the middle of the last minutes of the stream about to go live. Apparently this person is a big fan of us. I said streaming now just started. Alright, let's see. I think this is going to be a keep for us. Again, it's Vexing Devil, a great opening play for us. We're going to keep this. Alrighty, let's see here. We're going to keep. Opponent does go first. Mono Red Burn is my fave in Modern. It's actually not that expensive. Oh no! We're playing a similar deck. Oh no. Yeah, we're gonna say yes to that. Let's see what we can do on our turn. Obviously, we'll probably be doing the same play. But that's awesome. Gonna get out a mountain here so the ruins doesn't ping us. Getting out of Vexing Devil ourselves, hitting 6. Alrighty. How was everybody's weekend? Did anybody play any Unstable over the weekend? Or draft any Unstable over the weekend, rather? Alright, 4 damage to them. Hit 6 as well. Next turn we'll get the Hellspark Elemental, most likely. Or Searing Blade, depending on what they play. If it's another Vexing Devil, it might just hit the battlefield. Oh no, it's this like the mirror deck right now. Getting in here for 3. It's home with kiddos. Wife works night shift. Tough life, yeah. Getting in for 3 here. Let's get out a Swamp for us and do a Hellspark Elemental ourselves. Oh man, we're gonna go to combat here. And then I just swing in for 3. What's up, Josh? We're playing a mirror match against it might just be a mono red burn deck. We're playing Rakdos burn though. We've both played Vexing Devils, we've both played Hellspark Elemental, so we'll see what happens here. Next turn we will play most likely the Mountain and then do Searing Blade. There's another Hellspark Elemental. Or Shard Volley. Let's see here. Ooh, Skin Invasion. Return it to transform under your control. Gotcha. So 3/4. Interesting. That's an interesting play. Huh. Sadly, I had to miss the draft because of work. Night shift. Ugh. Aw. Caleb, my wife. My wife. Oh, man. Alrighty. How's it going, Josh? I think I might have said hello, but if not, hello. Getting in here for 3. What's up, Justin? Alright, this dies, and then Skin Invasion comes back as a 3/4 under their control. We do have a bolt here. Display a land. Searing Blade will not be able to kill it, but a bolt and a shard volley will. You did, Taryn. All good. No problem, thanks. Short-term memory. Gonna say opponent is at 13. They have 2 cards in hand. We'll be down to 3 cards, so we will have the card advantage here if we go bolt shard volley into the skin shedder here. But is it really worth that, or is it worth it to do instead 6 damage to our opponent, dropping them down to 7, which we will have an additional 6 points of damage here. I think actually hitting out our opponent is safer. Let's go with a lightning bolt here to the face. Well, I think a bump, bolt, and a volley can be here this turn, because we can lay a Roundup Ruins the following turn, and then getting rid of a mountain. I think that's fine. Getting our opponent down to 4, and then next turn playing a Searing Blaze. Obviously, we have Hellspark Elemental as well, so if they attack out, we'll be able to just destroy them that way. You can win if you just burn his face a bunch. Exactly. That's the point of the deck, Josh. So we'll just see what happens here in this next turn. Obviously, they can bring back a Hellspark Elemental, do 6 damage, and 3 cards in hand. One of them could be another 3 point of damage. So if they do attack out here, let's see. Love the pirate music. Thanks. This is from Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Getting in for 3, that's fair. They're being a little bit safer. Here's I've been attempting mono red burn in modern, but it just isn't practical. I have the most expensive red cards, Eidolon, etc., but don't want to drop a ton of cash going Rakdos. Gotcha. What would you say the most important, relatively cheap black cards to get into modern Rakdos burn deck? Well, I mean, Bump of the Night is very good. Blightning is very good, although Blightning is kind of expensive in the 3 mana slot. This deck is OP. This deck is fun. It's 22 tickets on MTGO. Let me quit that real quick. Let's see what we get here. Dragon Skull Summit actually helps us a lot here. Let's see. Obviously, we won't be able to do both this next turn, but Searing Blaze, dropping them to 1, and then Roundup Ruins. And if we top deck any burn, we win. Shard Volley and Ruins and Bump in the Night is all a bit Nombo-ish. Yeah. Bump in the Night definitely does slow down thanks to Shard Volley. So I would agree with that. Let's see what we can do here. Opponent can bring in a Hellspark Elemental and then a Skin Shedder, get in for 6, drop me down to 1, and if they have a point of burn, they win. So this is going to be basically if they have the burn or not. Yeah, Jacob, again, I would say Bump the Night's good, Lightning's good, Rakdos Charm is good. What else is good? That's in black as well. I can't think off the top of my head at the moment. Leyline of the Void is pretty good sideboard tech if you're going up against anything with lots of graveyard interaction. So that's a good black card to put in the sideboard that's relatively cheap. What's up, Anthony? Opponent getting in here, let's assume. Nope, just getting in for 3 again. Okay. Assuming 6 there. Let's see. No points of damage there. Okay. We're up versus a mono red burn deck, yeah. So We're both burn decks. Pulled into a mountain there. Not great. Obviously, Bump the Night needs 6, so we don't have 6 yet. If we survive the turn next turn, which we won't, we could do Round Up Ruins. And this is only a sorcery cast, so we actually lose this turn. Right? Cancel. If they have burn next turn. So let's pass turn and see if they have burn. If they do, then we lose, obviously. I assume they will. So let's see what happens. Thanks, man. I've been running both your Rakdos Pirates and Cat Tribal 3.0 decks. Super fun decks. Nice, Jacob. That's awesome. I loved that Rakdos Pirate deck. That deck I thought was a lot of fun. I feel like that deck's going to get a lot more pieces whenever Rivals for Ixalan comes out. Is it Rivals for or Rivals of? I think it's of. Impact Trimmer. Yeah, that's it right there. Gonna concede here and go to game 2. Let me update our listing here. We're in game 2 of match 1. If you can hear it like slowly in the distance, we have the Lawnmower Man is out there. Let's see. Harsh Mentor is not really going to help us here. Claim to Fame I don't think is that great in this particular matchup. I do like something more like probably Searing Blood or Rakdos. So the moral of the story is don't shard volley your way out of a mana until you're ready to win. Well, we wouldn't have won either way because we needed 6 mana, not 5 mana. So even if we didn't sacrifice that land, Josh, we still would have been out of land on the curve. Because we did lay a land every single turn. So it would have mattered. Same man. Pirates just need more juice. Yeah, I agree with that. The Lawnmower Guy. Let's see your Skullcrack. Maybe. I honestly think Searing Blood or Rakdos Charm here. Probably Rakdos. Let's go with Rakdos because they do have the Elemental. What's up, Brad? Play first? Yes. Would have boarded in Thunderous Wrath if we wanted to not play first, but we really want to be playing first this game. Shard Valley, Lava Spike, Lightning Bolt, and Hellspark Elementals in hand. Again, this is just burn for days. Although Shard Valley does hurt us, Bump of the Night also hurts us because we don't have black. Lava Spike and Lava Spike and Bolt though are quite good in the hand. But I feel like this is probably going to be a mulligan for us, since we know what deck we're up against. I just don't think it has a much staying power unless we get into a land the next draw. William, love the stream. Watch out all the time. Build many of your decks and win FMs. Nice. This is a keep, you think, Josh? It's just that Spike and Bolt are great, but if we don't get into a land like the next 2 turns, this is a dead hand. We can try it, though. But we'll see. Ever since I was a kid, I always had loved Pirates and Dinos, so Ixalan is a dream for me. It just sucks that most of the cards aren't top-tier competitive. Yeah, that's true, Zigzag. I agree with that. I think a turn 1 Spike is quite good here, because it just hits the player. It's really risky, but works perfectly. 2 land is perfect for this deck. Yeah, never gonna. I actually had an initial list with Blightning in there in the main board and took it out because it was just too heavy. It had Blightning and Exquisite Firecraft, and it was just not fast enough. So I actually took those out for the Shard Volleys and some bumps. Need 1 mana in the next 2 turns. You're probably fine. Josh, have you met me? Let's see what happens here. Nope, Searing Blaze. Okay. Let's go for a Shard Valley. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to hold up the Bolt in case of a creature drop here. But we'll see what happens. Mowing the yard in December. What is the temperature up there? Caleb, the temperature outside is, I would say, like maybe in the 30s or 40s. But, I mean, this is like Tennessee, so it's like people are kind of used to that, you know. Hellspark Elemental here. We're not going to waste a Bolt on that. All right. Terran getting lands when he needs them? Never. Never gonna happen. Never gonna. Your name is very appropriate here. Let's see what happens. Would like a black mana, honestly, or a red mana. Nope. Another Searing Blaze. It's a double mana. Just riveting Magic right now. All right, let's see here. '55 in North Carolina. Wow. It's so crazy because, like, earlier today he was literally outside my door, and then now, or outside my window, and then now he's outside my window again. It's like, did he try like the one time and then not this time? I don't get it. Let's see here. Well, it's whenever it dies. So, oh, you can bolt the. That's right. Bolt it in response to it. You're right. Still didn't draw mana there. I'm gonna concede here because we're dead. Let's play up another round. Go to match 2. Oh, you're fine, Zigzag. It's not a big deal. I'm not upset about it. Let's see what we can get into here. I don't know if you guys can hear the lawnmower man a little bit. He's quite loud. I do have a kind of a gate on here, so. Oh, it's okay, Josh. No problem. I'm just getting distracted from the lawnmower guy over here. Shard Volley, Hellspark, and Bump. This is actually not bad because we only have 20 lands in the deck, and I think this will a decent keep. I stand by that keep. You just got super unlucky. Josh, have you met me? All right, let's see. We're going to get out a swamp on this turn. We are on the play, though, or on the draw. What's up, Jace? Tonight, something exciting is going to happen. I actually have all of my pieces from my computer now. I just got my i7 core this morning from the mail, so I'm really excited about that. Ooh, Aether Vial. Okay, let's go for the bump on this turn. And the next turn we'll do Hellspark Elemental. Drawing into land there was kind of unlucky. I'd keep, if only because anything else is going to be another screen. Mismatched lands are going to drive me crazy. Sorry, Gibbage. Sorry about that. Again, I don't even notice it now. I should probably fix that situation, though. Do you run Skullcrack in the sideboard, Josh? Yeah, there are 2 of them in the sideboard. So we'll definitely be bringing those in, probably. PC parts. My PC parts, including my own i7, also came in yesterday. Nice, Sakading. Cool. Last week there was 60. Then snowfall on Friday. Well, it snowed in like Austin, Texas, didn't it? Like this past week. It's crazy. What's up, Elliot? How you doing, boy? This is a looks like the ally deck, perhaps. Makes sense. I might run it over Shard Volley main, honestly. Gotcha. What's the record, Josh? We just lost our first match. Do some unlucky draws. We were up against a mono red burn deck. Oh, this is a human deck, not an allies deck. Okay. Lava Spike here. Let's get out a mountain. Go for a Hellspark Elemental. And then pass. Shard Valley is kind of rough if you're only running 20 lands with Round of Runes and Bump. Gotcha. Yeah, the other card I was thinking about besides Shard Volley was what is it called? Shock. Aether Vial getting out of a creature here. Had our first serious snow this weekend too. Spent over 90 minutes on the train for a 40-minute travel. Ouch. Hey, I missed your stream last week. We were busy partying in LA. Well, everything's burning down around you in California, Josh. Oh, man. Yeah, I didn't get to see your stream either, Elliot. Again, I have the notification on my phone. It's just normally I'm out in town or whatever, and I'm just like, no. Thalia, I think this is going to be an immediate loss for us thanks to the Aether Vial here. Just throwing everything out as quickly as possible. Rakdos Charm is really going to help us in this situation because it does mean if they go wide like this, we can just punish them really badly. But I do feel that we've lost this round already on turn 3. It was in Beverly Hills, no way that I was burning down. This Wednesday, Elliot will have an aspiring pro player on stream talking about the state of Standard and his thoughts. Are they going to ban Attune with Aether? Zach and Ding, I have notifications. It's just normally I don't give a crap. That's not it. That's not it at all. Normally we have other plans and stuff, so it's hard, especially when I have to add my own content and stuff. So it can just be difficult. That came in tap thanks to Thalia there. I'm gonna hit concede here because our hand is just not conducive to this matchup. Let's go and bring in some Rakdos, take out some of the volleys. I want to say we want to take out, let's see, the Devils here. I like Skullcrack. I think Mentor is actually fun. And Ferocidon. Excuse me. Let's take out the claims here. Bring in the other Mentor. Should be good to go. Let's see. Yeah. Banning Attune with Aether? Why? I mean, it's like 75% of the meta right now. Can't take out Devils and leave in Claim to Fame. Yeah, we took out Claim to Fame and Devils. So let's see what we can do here in game 2. Do not have Vandal Blast. Would probably want to keep this in the deck though. First, yes. Again, typical Terran hand, very unlucky. Let's go and reorganize. Okay, let's see. We have Swift Spear, Rift Bolt, Searing Blade, and Rakdos Charm. I think that'll be a keep for us. And Swift Spear on top, sure. Let's get out a Mountain here and Swift Spear. And get in for 1. Alrighty. Not a big deal. Let's hit 6. One would think after a few hundred years of having trains around in winter, they'd realize the winter made snow. What's up, Skipper? How you doing? How's the workout going? Slow. Very slow. Aether Vial. Terranable hands. Aw, thanks. Just so nice. So nice of you guys. Let's get a Swift Spear out here. And then suspend a Rift Bolt. And then just get in for 2. Aether Vial getting their counter on it. Excuse me. Joey. Come on. Hit 6 for our opponent. Would like to get into some black mana so we can kill the Aether Vial with the Rakdos Charm, but we'll see what happens. Hitting another land for Searing Blaze is actually not terrible because they can get out a possible 2 creatures, maybe 3 this turn, thanks to their Unclaimed Territory play. So we'll see what happens. By the way, can we suggest commander decks in that fan submission post too? Sure, Zach. I think that would be fine. Like for me to do? I think that'd be fine. Meddling Mage. Ooh, fancy. Lightning Bolt. Okay. I think just casting the Rift Bolt onto the Meddling Mage here is nice, getting in for 4. Interestingly, they didn't say Rift Bolt instead of Lightning Bolt, so weird. We would think they would want to do Rift Bolt because that's the thing that's suspended. Let's Rift Bolt the Meddling Mage here. Get that Prowess trigger. Nice. Get into a mountain here, and then we're just going to attack out for 2/4. Dropping them down. Probably should have saved that mountain for the Searing Blaze landfall trigger. So that might have been a misplay on my part. 6 cards in our opponent's hand. 3 men on the battlefield with an Aether Vial at 2. Sending out a 2-mana creature. Looks like. Kitesail Freebooter. Probably going to grab the Rakdos Charm. However, Searing Blaze would be a good pick as well. But I do think Rakdos Charm messes up their strategy with the Aether Vial, so. Oh wow, okay. It's grabbing Searing Blaze. Let's all submit 200 card standard decks for Fan Friday. Please don't. Reflector Mage! Ugh! I do not miss you. Let's see. Yeah, bounces it, can't cast it. Okay. What do we got here? Lava Spike. And cancel real quick. Get him for 2/3. Obviously we can attack in, but they would block with Reflector Mage. But Lava Spike will do 3 damage to the face. I do think it's worth it to attack out here. Just to represent some damage. To make sure that they will be blocking. Actually, I didn't do this because it's sorcery. Yeah, that's a punt. I got too deep in the tank there. Lava Spike is a sorcery speed spell, not an instant speed spell, so. Just going to pass the turn for that, so the Prowess trigger hits next turn. Rakdos, not Boros, huh? Yeah, Crispy. Like that bump in the night in Rakdos Charm. Horizon Canopy here, drawing a card. Aether Vial. Another one. Another Aether Vial. Jeez. Alt win cons are great, but I'm not sure we'd ever get to see it because they tend to be a bit slow, yeah. We need alternate WinCon week. Lab Maniacs, Approaches, Battle of Wits, Door to Nothingness, that Simic win when you control 4 dude. I could try something like that. Look into him. Opponent getting in for 3 here. 2 cards in their hand. They can definitely cheat out another creature next turn. Let's see who we draw into here. Yeah. Kitesail Freebooter again. Nope, Thalia. Hellspark Elemental. Let's get a Monastery Swiftspear here. Do a Lava Spike to the face. And then swing in for 4. Cannot block. Oh, they can block it, but obviously, Thalia would die at that point. Yeah, so they're dropping to 5 now. All of the Aether Vials. Biovisionary is a card I've owned in paper for years. Kind of want to make that deck. Modern New Perspectives? Maybe. I'll think about it. I try to kind of stay away from the decks that Saffron streams on his channel because, like, well, I mean, sometimes we do cross the streams, like that Cat Tribal that came out a couple weeks ago. Like, I had a Cat Tribal drop like the same day or the day after Saffron had his Cat Tribal drop, and they were very similar lists. But I do try and kind of stay away from doing that, just to make sure that everybody, you know, is happy with the content. Another Lava Spike here. Another Prowess trigger. they'll want to block both of the creatures here. We will be able to get back a Searing Blaze if they do that. That means next turn we can almost kill them if we draw into a land. So we can actually go into game 3. Don't cross the streams. Yeah, they drew into basically every one of their Aether Vials, so kind of funny. 3 cards in our opponent's hand. Ancient Ziggurat here. If we get into a land, we could actually do... yeah, okay, that's it. Let's go to game 3 here. Opponent was able to beat us out really quickly in game 1, but game 2, we were able to last a bit longer. I think Molten Rain probably should come out here. And we should deal with something more effective like Searing Blood. I want to say 1 Thunderous Wrath. Smash the Smithereens was also a card I could have brought in there. I do think Rakdos Charm is going to be fine, though. Let's see what we got here. 1 land, 2 bumps, Hellspark, Searing Blaze, Lava Spike. We're going to mulligan this. 2 land, Lightning Bolt, Lava Spike, Searing Blaze, and a bump. I think this is a keep. What's on top? A Dragon Skull Summit. Let's bottom that. And then our opponent does go first. Smash seems alright. Yeah, I think Smash probably should have came in there over the Searing Blood. But I had hit submit before then. Noble Hierarch coming in is the first turn play. We have a mountain here for our turn. Then I think just a Lava Spike to present some damage is fair. And pass. I might rebuild a deck for like a Jeskai, like a tempo deck. I think that might be fun. Or maybe just a red-white, like a Boros aggro strategy. That'd be fun too. Thalia coming in here. Does mean that Dragon Skull Summit will be very slow. So we're going to play out the mountain here. Let's kill the Thalia with the bolt here. And then pass turn. Opponent does have 4 cards in their hand, so having 2 Noble Hierarchs is really nothing for us because if they don't have anything in their hand of worth, then they're just nothing cards. Hashtag Bolt the Bird. I mean, Bolt the Bird for the Noble Hierarchs, that's true. But yeah, we just got the other Thalia. We'll be able to Searing Blaze this, so let's get out a swamp here. Searing Blaze. And then I think a bump is fair. And pass turn. Again, Noble Hierarch, they're really like, because this deck is such a low mana curve itself on their side, it's really not that important for us right now. Obviously, if they get out something huge, I'm going to be, you know, eating crow, but we'll see what happens. NFNim managed to win my game 3 by splashing a black for Summon the Pact. I opened 5 Exile creatures with Kitesail Freebooter being the highlight. Nice. Played another Thalia. Wow. And we just got into some land there. Not good for us. Pass. Again, there's only 20 land in the deck, and that's the reason we only want 20 land is because we can really run the entire deck with 3. So getting into more after turn 3 is really bad for us. So having 2 in our opening hand is perfect usually. So just depends now on what we can do. We're still at 18, so we still have a chunk of life to be lost. So we'll see what happens. Mantis Rider coming in here. Ooh, okay. Coming in with Flying Vigilance Haste. Hitting me in for 6. Dropping me down to 12. Oh no! Come on, deck. Be nice to me. Be nice. Getting mana screwed at the worst possible time. Honestly, love the community at my local game store. They are all great people. Nice. You and Lance, bro. Zigzag, yeah. I don't know what it is. I think like I feel like I should probably like remake my MTGO like account and see if that fixes the problem. because it's hilarious. Bright side is if you live, you can flashback bump in the night. Thanks. That is a bright side indeed. Oh, man. Opponent has 3 cards in hand. Let's see what we're getting out here. Another... Oh, a Cambal. Ooh. Well, we can play out a Harsh Mentor or just a flashback bump in the night. Either way, we're dead. Yeah. GG's, opponent. GG's. Alright, let's get into the next game here. That was a lot closer of a match, but overall, still disappointing. Let's see what we can do in game, or match 3. MTGO Shuffler drives me nuts. Stefan, yes. Is it Stephen or Stefan? Or Stefan? Sorry, I see the A and I want to pronounce it differently. Play first? Yes. You as well. Lost once again. Oh, that's alright, Jace. So yes. Again, I feel like a lot of it is the reason of the MTGO Shuffler here, because there's only 6 Swamp in the entire deck. And then getting into hands like this, where it's like Hellspark and Bump, like that's not terrible, but it's not great. It's not as strong as we really need it to be, but this is a keep, and this is going to be on top. So, we're going to hold on to a Bump here, and pass turn for that extra point of damage. Still waiting for my beta for arenas. Anybody else still waiting? Nah. JD, burn them all. So your polluted delta here. Sack and polluted delta. Alright, now if we're getting into a strategy where they're pinging themselves a lot with tap lands and stuff, we'll be happy. Sleight of hand. Super Hinotama from Yu-Gi-Oh! Hinotama is actually from Yu-Gi-Oh! There's a card called Hinotama. Wasn't actually the reason I like the name, but yeah, there's a card called Hinotama that's like a fireball. So Hinotama is Japanese for falling star or fireball. So I just like that because I'm a big Street Fighter fan and Mega Man fan, and Ryu and Mega Man both fireballs. Scalding Tarn here. Okay. Got into a red mana there. Okay, Taryn, do me a favor. How do you say Kaiga? Kaiga? Is the first part of the name. I would say Kaiga, probably. And Ken. Jace, you're right, Ken. The Ryu mirror. Or clone. Kaiga? It's like Kaiba. Kaiba. Sensei. It's. I wouldn't say Sensei. Sensei. Oh yeah, and Dan too, Jace. You're right. Ironically, it burns opponent for 500. Yeah. Just realized having a wacky combo deck for Christmas would be perfect. Those are all about the magical Christmas land. So, Sensei, so you're going to say it's Kaiga? Let's see. Searing Blade here. Let's get out a Swamp. Swift Spear. I say K because Japanese name is K, is a K sound, right? I think so, you're right. Let's go with a Bump in the Night here. Get that Prowess trigger and get in for 5 this turn. Let's see if they have a burn spell for the Monastery. Looks like they don't. We're down to 10 on our opponent. Try and make an aggro Samet deck in Modern? That'd be fun. Excuse me. I feel like I should know that, Josh, because I took a semester of Japanese in college. Ooh. Ritual, okay. Electromancer. Let's see. Ritual again. They have 5 mana floating. Looks like a combo coming. Okay. Blue is 6 mana now. 4 cards in hand. Ooh, Grape Shot. Okay. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the Storm deck, okay. Any thoughts on Mutagenic Growth? That's a really fun card, Felipe. I'm not sure if it would be great in this deck, though. Past in Flames. Oh, no. Oh, no. Turn 3 Storm. Oh, no. Storm deck. Can't wait to wait. I'm just going to hit 6 for our opponent. Going to do the 3 Zs. All right. All right. Yeah, we're dead. Come on. Just kill me. Probably should have kept up a burn spell for the Electromancer there. Grape Shot for 9. Just scoop. Both save some time. Oh, okay, fine. All right, let's go with some Rakdos Charms here. Exiles Graveyards. Get rid of the Claim to Fame. I do like Harsh Mentor here as well. Molten Rain does help us too. Let's take out the Shard Volleys. I want to say Vexing Devils won't be as useful here either. Searing Blood will be quite good here. And let's go with Smash. Not Smash, Skullcrack, sorry. Alright. Harsh Mentor is really coming in just for the lands here. Make the Storm player say if he's got it or not. The other, if he has a response, real hands, and then call it game. Aw. He was sacking lands left and right at the beginning of the match there, so we bring in Harsh Mentor for that extra point of damage. Play first? Yes. Let's see what we can do here. 2 lands in hand. Rift Bolt, Molten Rain, Bolt, Searing Blaze, and Hellspark Elemental. I think this is actually a keep for us. We do get a Dragon Skull Summon coming in and tap those. That does slow us down considerably. But we can be okay with that. Want to fight about it? So I can't see what Terran is playing or hear what he's saying. Am I too soft right now? Are you doing standard still or bored with the format? Stefan, I'm always doing standard. So tomorrow will be standard and Wednesday will be commander. I'm just kind of trying to, you know, shake up the format on the weekly so we can have kind of a little bit of everything week to week. Getting into a mountain here is actually quite good. Let's go for a elemental here. Hold up some of the shocks for turn 3 plays. Get in for 3 points of damage. Gotcha. Thanks, guys. Appreciate the feedback. If you guys haven't already, if you like the video, make sure to like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I'm here Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time on the channel. Of course, Monday is Modern Monday, Tuesday is Standard, Wednesday is Commander, and Thursday is Dealer's Choice, and or I might not post a video, or I might just draft. Because we do have a Vintage Masters coming in on Wednesday. So Electromancer here coming in. So we're going to make sure that we Searing Blaze that. And pass turn. Have a Bolt up as well. What's up, Deal? Cannot wait until Wednesdays. 3 Spire Bluff Canals. 2 Molten Rains here is actually going to be really great for us. Baral. Again, we're just going to bolt Baral here. Electromancer and Baral are the reasons this deck can go off so quickly. So, making sure we can represent that. And of course, slow them down with the Molten Rains. Get out of Ruins. Going to Molten Rain a Canal here. See if they have a counterspell in hand. They might. They do have 1 open mana. Now they're just going to burn a mana. Okay. And we're going to suspend a Rift Bolt. And pass turn. Being a little bit more aggressive this game, thankfully. Vintage Cube. So Wednesdays is going to be a Vintage Draft stream tonight, right? Oh, no. Wednesdays are going to be the Commander, but I might stream it on Thursday. I thought you'll never do Commander because you wouldn't find a day that would rhyme. No, no, I'm doing it now. Scalding Tarn here for our opponent. Passing 5 cards in hand. We do have a suspend for 1 on the Rift Bolt here. And then we're just going to hit their face with that. Very nice. Having a Bolt in hand is quite good as well. Let's get out... Whoops. Let's get out another Molten Rain on a Spire Bluff Canal here. Obviously, Scalding Tarn can hunt for something, so we don't want to target that. 5 cards in hand here for our opponent. They're going to add 1 to their mana pool. We have Lightning Bolt in our hand. We actually have Hellspark Elemental in the graveyard, so we can actually get in 6 damage between now and next turn. So we could do that. Let's see what happens. If we get into a land this next turn, we actually could possibly win the match. Vintage Hue is down to about 25 cards to add. Too bad they're total around 40k. Jeez. Won't be finishing that. Open a GoFundMe. Say it's for the children. Anyone remember what it was like when Mana Burn was a thing? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Oh yeah, it was painful. Slowing our opponent down makes this match a lot better. Molten Rain is such a fantastic card. Would love to probably make a Rakdos or maybe a Golgari land destruction deck in Modern soon. So look out for that because they love me some land destruction. We have 3 lands. Okay, we do get a mountain. So we are still a turn behind because we didn't burn the bolt there. Going to try for a Hellspark Elemental first. They do have 6 life, so we can actually bolt and Hellspark Elemental. So let's see if we can do that. I feel like they're going to kill the Elemental this turn, though. Yeah, they're going to bolt the Elemental. We're going to bolt them. Drop them down to 3. Elemental does get exiled. And then next turn we'll have the Run Up Ruins play. Okay. 4 cards in our opponent's hand, 4 mana on the battlefield. I feel like we've killed their 2 combo pieces, so we just need to pull into some decent removal here. Swamp is not bad, because we can just go with a Round Up Ruins sack here, and do 1 more point of damage next turn. Let's see if we can actually land the hit of death next turn. Unless they have a disallow here. Do they have a disallow? Gizmo Thing, what's up? Interrupts her back into the game. Taryn, any plans for a living as foretold deck? Looks awesome. I definitely want to look at that for sure. Gifts ungiven here, okay. See what our opponent gets here with the gifts ungiven. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Always love how Koth is a mountain dude. Planeswalker is an abbreviation for King of the Hill. Oh, man. Alright, let's see. They have Electromancer, Baral, Past in Flames. I want to say Baral and the Electromancer here are the cards we want to get rid of, because we haven't seen them be played yet. Obviously, Past in Flames is stressful, but it doesn't deal with anything in the graveyard at the moment. Metamorphose is not bad, so I think we want to pick these two. Alright, opponent's turn here. Let's see what they can do. They have 1 mana, or 1 life, 6 cards in hand, 4 mana on the battlefield. We pitched the Goblin, Electromancer, and Baral into the graveyard. Both of the other cards really don't do much without the rituals, as well as a Electromancer or Baral on the battlefield. So if they have one in their hand, then we might just be dead this turn. We gotta see what happens. Do they have a way to come back on this game? I feel like they don't. They don't! Nice. Okay, we're going into game 3 here against Storm. Keep in mind, this is a 20-ticket deck, so let's see. I want to say Thunderous Wrath would be awesome in this deck right now, but I think we're actually fine where we're at. Let's submit. Excuse me. Master face turn. After seeing my buddy buying an unstable pack, the lands in there are amazing. I immediately went out and bought a booster box just for the lands. Kept the lands and the Urza Planeswalker and gave everything else to some kids playing in the local game store. Nice. Let's see what our opening hand has here. 3 lands, Lava Spike, Bolt, Searing Blaze, and a Monastery Swiftspear. Not being on the play here does hurt us, but this is a fantastic opening hand. I want to say we're going to go with a keep here. Play Ren Up Ruins and play a Swiftspear, then play a Swamp with a Spike and Bolt or Bolt. If we get into a red mana, though, a Mountain, that would be great. Opponent playing out a blue and Serum Visions. Not bad. I did notice some people were complaining that the lands, the full art lands, are not symmetrical. Like the like if you put them side by side, that the actual curve on the bottom isn't lining up. Go with the Ruins here and play out a Swiftspear. Get that point of damage in and pass turn. Obviously, Dragon's Skull Summit we can't play next turn, so Searing Blaze does not count. But a Bolt will count, so I think that'll be fine. Opponent's turn is here. Is Tearing winning? Stream is no worky. What's he playing against? Crispy, refresh your screen. I mean, I'm looking at mine right now. It looks fine. I don't know what's going on, Crispy. Scalding Tarn. Okay. Looks like they're pinging himself for 1 for another blue mana. Looks like they might be getting a Baral this turn. Did draft at FNM and Saturday draft day. So much fun. Full art tokens are pretty sweet, though. Nice. Refresh the page like 50 times. I'm sorry, Crispy. Maybe reboot? Maybe that's it. Sleight of hand. Okay. Tokens of Lens, the only reason I buy a display. Okay. Opponent trying to dig through their deck as quickly as possible with Serum Visions and Sleight of Hands. Okay, let's go with a swamp here. cancel real quick. Let's go for a Hellspark Elemental. The reason I'm doing this is because Unearth will be a little bit easier later in the game, getting in for 4 points of damage. The Prowess triggers can always come later. Next turn we might do Molten Rain, depending on if they play a something like that. Let's see, another point of damage towards them. Looks like they're wanting to get a mountain, I would assume. Husband and I are going to build an Uncube. It's the only reason he has conceded to me buying Unstable. Aw. Mountain here. Baral coming in. 1 mana available. Okay. Next turn we'll be able to play the Dragon Skull Summit. And a Searing Blaze. Let's see if they have a counterspell to stop us. Five cards in our opponent's hand. Dispel, okay. We might be in trouble this next turn. Would assume our opponent, yeah, would block that turn. Okay. I highly doubt they will have a follow-up play, though, as far as another counter in their hand. So, we'll see what happens. They did discard a Baral there. 5 cards in their hand now. 3 mana open for them, and 1 cheaper in their hand as well. Yeah, here's the Ritual. I think they're about to go off. I'm going to hit 6 for our opponent. And another Ritual. Again, Storm is like very not interactive at all, so if they just go off, they go off. We did get a nice game 2 going, so that is cool for us. 2 cards in our opponent's hand. Now, one thing they might give us here is the Electromancers and then 2 other choices to feed the Storm. So let's see what happens. Keep in mind if they do have the Rights card in their hand, then whatever we pitch in the graveyard that's an instant or sorcery, they might be able to recast. They do have 3 mana available, 4 mana thanks to the island. Is it still miserable and unfair when both players are playing equally miserable and unfair decks? Let's see here. We have a Ritual, Past in Flames, Ritual, and Metamorphose. So we can grab the mana here or the Metamorphose and Past in Flames. I feel like Past in Flames, obviously if we don't get rid of the I feel like the Rituals are the answer here to get rid of, because if they do Past in Flames, because it is, let's see, flashback is 5. They have 4 available. They can't use it for the flashback. So I think that's fair. Giving them the Ritual cards does mean they can do that. So I think getting rid of both of the Ritual cards is fine. So let's do that. Yeah, there's really no right answer here, but I think getting rid of the Ritual cards does help slow down the combo. But there's really no answer. Ridial, I know that a question. There is no right answer. Yeah. Unstable, worth it? Maybe. Storm count is 5 right now. Would you still say that MTG disputes should be settled by playing unconstructed against each other? Yeah. Even see the stream of Lord of the Ring Run, the 2-against-1 sub-game of Charizard was hilarious. I did not see that. Let's see. Storm count is 8. Ritual. Past in Flames, another Ritual. 3 cards in our opponent's hand. Keep in mind, we have 17 life. Metamorphose. Cards getting exiled left and right from the graveyard. They only have 3 blue mana. Could be a possibility of them not going off if they don't find some extra something. I'm actually going to let this one play out, but I'm not too excited to see the result. We do have a very good opening hand here, so if we do survive the turn, would be happy with that. Another gifts and given with flashback. Okay. That means that they don't have much in their hand right now, as far as Storm goes. 7 mana on the stack. Molten Rain can destroy a target land, not a non-basic land, so it can destroy the mountain here if we want it to. They just go get a grape shot and win here? Yeah. Yeah, because everything in the graveyard has is as flashback, correct? Yeah, you're right. You're right. There's no correct answer. Let's just concede. This is a no drama channel. Take that to Reddit. I agree. I agree, guys. All right, we've got another loss going for us today. 3 losses, and we have a really fun deck right now. We've gone to all three games, all 3 times, but haven't had much today as far as good game 2s. Opening hand, Rift Bolt, Lava Spike, Swift Spear. This is actually not a terrible opening hand because everything is 1 mana, and we only have 1 mana. Tim, did you already play the infamous Doki Doki Literature Club? Skipper, I looked at that, but I have not played it myself, no. I watch a bunch of Let's Plays, yes. Let's get out of Mountain here and go for a Swift Spear play. Get in for 1 point of damage. See what our opponent can do here. This will be the last game of the stream. Goes by so quickly. They grow up so fast. Alright. Looks like a ramp deck here. Ooh, a swamp. Quite proud of that situation there. Let's go with a Lava Spike. And then get in for 2 here. Claim does mean we can get back a Swift Spear if it does die. Just got here and looked at the loss counter. Yeah. Visionary, okay. It's good as long as the punt counter is fewer than the losses, yeah. Again, not all decks are winners. This is a very budget-friendly deck. We're getting into swamps here. Again, is not bad, but not great. We could go for a bolt here. Or another spike. I think another spike is fair. Keep in mind we have 6 points of damage in our hand right now. They let that go through, so they're down to 9. See, 7 cards in our opponent's hand on turn 3. Just got into Critical Role. Super fun. If anyone needs 120 episodes plus 3 hours long sessions of D&D to listen to, yeah. Okay, we got the Selkie here. Have to say it, I'm comfortable with Standard, but Modern scares me. I don't know much about the older cards. I guess what they, it's really like not that bad. It is kind of annoying because there are some combos that you're not aware of until you lose to them. Dragon Skull Summit is quite good for us here. We could go for a Rift Bolt and a Bolt here. Just outright. Let's go for a Rift Bolt directly. Swing in here. Assuming our opponent would want to block, yeah. No problem. Gonna hold the Lightning Bolt in hand for our next turn. What's up, sideboard? Rakdos coming in here. They do gain 5 life, so that means Skullcrack will definitely be coming in next game. Getting in for 2 here. So we draw into a mountain. Not great. Let's bolt the Thragtusk here. They do get a 3/3 out of that. Pass turn. Life gain there just ruined us in this match. Again, live streaming Modern is kind of a hit or miss completely. Either we do really well or we're horrible. So it's just based on the amount of variety that's in Modern. So like the pro voice acting part of it, the humor comes across a lot better, if nothing else. Yeah. Isn't the girl who is Ellie in Last of Us in there? Ashley, I can't remember her last name. I want to say Judd for some reason. I don't think it's Judd. Bolt here. Fair point. Just feels too professional for my tastes. Yeah. Let's see. Bolt again in our hand. Let's hold that and pass turn. Feel like we've lost this one thanks to that life gain there. Really hurt us. 7 mana in green. Might be a scoop here with this play. Maybe a Pelucranos. Another Thrag test. So we're just going to concede here. The life gain there is too much to bear. Let's go into our game 2 here. Let's see what we can board in here. Let's get out the Claim to Fames. Bring in Ferocidon. Bring in some Skullcracks. Searing Blood is fun. Let's see, gotta get out 3 cards here. Let's get out the Shard Volleys. Then get out Molten Rain. And bring in the Thunderous Wrath. Alright. Hey, sir, what do you think of what's he saying? MTG has lost something. I think they've already corrected it against that. Yeah. That was 2 different statistics that Rosewater was talking about. He corrected himself on his blog. Getting a Thunderous Wrath in opening hand here is really terrible. Man, this is a great opening hand, kind of. I feel like we got to ship it away thanks to the Thunderous Wrath in hand here. I'm gonna keep it, even though this is a terrible card to keep in opening hand. Rift Bolt, Elemental, and Blaze are quite good. Let's keep this. See what we can do here. Gonna suspend a Rift Bolt on our turn 1. You see Evolving Wilds is spoiled? How exciting is that? Oh, man. Yeah, new art. Don't care. Give me a land that brings in an untapped land. That would be good, right? I feel like that'd be good, right? Again, Zakading, they've already disproven that point. I'm going to do 3 to there. Let's get out a mountain here. Do a Searing Blaze, and pass. Brass Bounty, that'll be fun with the Rebel. Forbidden Ruins, right. Yeah. Reprint that. Arbor Elf once again. Skullcrack here. Let's go with a Swamp. Get out a Monastery Swift Spear. Then a Hellspark Elemental, and then we swing out for 4. Next turn, they could do a possible 4 points of mana. Let's see. Satyr. Next turn, I would assume a Thragtusk is coming in. Oh, yeah, for sure, yeah. ruins here. Let's go with another elemental. Again, swing out for 4. Obviously, the Satyr can block the Swift Spear here. Could do a Skull Crack, but doubt that's going to happen. Yeah. Opponent down to 7. Going to use Skull Crack if they cast a Thragtusk this turn. Let's see here. There it is. And there's our Skull Crack. Down to 4. Alright, now we just need 2 mana for a Thunderous Wrath. We actually might be doing pretty well here. Let's go with a Lava Spike. Swiftspear does go to a 2/3, but cannot deal with the onboard presence. So let's see what we can do. Would actually like to get into another mana for a Ramunap Ruins now. Unless they get into a Thragtusk again. Or Feed the Clan. Oh, no. Yeah, Feed the Clan really does go terribly against us. Yeah, there's actually been a growth in active players. That's very true. Terrible identifying good or bad cards. I remember when fetches and cons were spoiled, I missed the Onslaught and Zendikar block before and went off about how bad they were. Why would I pay life to get a land? I mean, you look at, like, you know, the Tarmogoyf decks. It's like you're at, like, 4 life before you can even kill your opponent. Yeah, just not my day. It's okay, Josh. I mean, that's why we stream these. But at the same time, the reason we stream them is to see if they do well. I do think that this Rakdos aggro deck is good. I'm not saying it's a bad deck at all. I do think that we just have horrible matchups this entire day. We've had very close matchups. Like every single match has gone to game 3 with the exception of this one. This is a simple 2-0 for our opponent. Yeah, Primal Command here, going to gain 7 life. And that's going to do it for us, guys. Ouch. Just not been our day as far as the matchups go. But I feel like this deck is still very good. And only for 20 tickets in MTGO, it's quite good. 2 lands off the top, you might still win this. Nah. Nah, not with Primal Command, Josh. That put it way out of our reach. But still fun. Hope you guys liked the stream today. Like the video, of course, if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Yes, your new goal is to time out your opponent. Yeah, as my commander deck now will just be to annoy our opponent. So, yeah, he hadn't played the command yet. Why I said that exactly, Josh. Yeah, there's that little bit of a delay there. No problem, Josh. You're welcome. You're welcome. Tomorrow will be standard. I have 2 different lists I actually want to do, but I want to pick one. I'm either between a mono-red haste strategy, which is basically Ramunap Red, and I'm not a big fan of just replaying that deck again, and another deck that I'm really interested to play. But it's a green-white aggro deck, and Dev did it like today or yesterday. Like he posted a video on it, which is still similar to my list. So I will definitely come up with a new list tonight and show that off tomorrow morning. So play mono blue Baral for commander, such a troll deck. Maybe I might do that. Everybody gave me a bunch of really great suggestions in the comments in the link on the Facebook group. So if you guys want to continue to give me some comments there on a deck for commander, just let me know. Let's see. Should do a video on your perception of the overall health of MTG. Gizmo thing. We actually did that on the channel. Heath Newton, the owner of MTGO Traders and Keep Your Games. If you look on the channel here, we posted a like the overall health of MTG from an LGS perspective, local game store perspective. Really fun video to listen to. I will definitely be in 2018 be looking to do some more opinion-based videos in the future. So, always funny how often different MTG content creators independently make super similar decks at the same time. I don't know what it is. I think it's just something in the water. Because I've done that like I think 3 times now, like twice with or once with Saffron and twice with Dev, and I'm not sure if it's just because Dev and I are closer together in like region, or what. But It's happened like more than once. So it makes me want to pivot or always have a backup plan. So big fan of your kind brews. Big greetings from Switzerland. Oh, nice. I'm not going to read that, Pierre, but thank you. Appreciate that. Greenwood aggro is fun. And glad the Brazilian team started the strategy testing it. Yeah. I want your opinion in regards of global warming. It's happening. The Earth is also not flat. So. All right, guys. I'm out of here. Enjoy your day. Have fun. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Later.